by the Common Fane Hotel.
So we're back with the umpires just about ready to start play. Everyone just leaving the arena. And Brendan Beveridge now just raising the ball for the start of this second quarter here at the Thomson ground. 5-5 Thomson, 1 goal, 2 to the Corio side. So the ball is thrown up in the middle of the ground. Purvis takes front position, pushes out, but Podriatis does well for the Thomson side and picks up, and it's Corio who will go into attack through Gerard. Kicks into the half-forward line. Mark not taken. The defence of Thomson has worked very well. They come back towards the centre wing. Matty King up, doesn't take the mark. Ball hits the ground. Vince come through, took his 2 players out. Handball from King, goes towards Holzfein, kicks across the ground. First to arrive will be Yoon. He read the plight of the ball very well. He corrects it. And Jason Yoon goes around towards centre wing. Its mark is not taken, so the ball is picked up and it will be delivered from the Thomson side. It goes in towards centre half forward. Kick wasn't good. Jacker's in the front of the contest and he will take the mark. So Sam Jacker has got to get back and give himself a little bit more room. Plays on now. High ball in towards the pocket. Who's the target? McLeod doesn't take the mark.
He got interfered with
contact. That. You're right there, Grubby. And the resulting free kick is going to go to Jackson McLeod. And Van Zyl trying to get back, but couldn't get back. Infringed with Jackson McLeod coming the other way. And he will go back now and shoot for his 3rd goal. So Mitch reckons he had to kick 7 for the day and wanted him up forward. Well, he's a chance here to get his 3rd early in the second quarter. So from about 30 metres out, he's on the boundary line. Those goalposts there high. They keep looking up, but he's hit the top of them. It had been another small post. Mitch, that would have gone for a goal because the umpire wouldn't have been able to make a decision. So 5 goals, 6 now to the Thomson side. 1 goal, 2 to Corio. And we've ticked a minute and a half into the second quarter. Common Fane Hotel second quarter scoreboard.
Well, Bannockburn kicked 4 goals in the first quarter this week. They kicked 4 for the game last week, so they're back in town.
So they must have found their touch. The ball comes out. It's a short kick, and it ends up there with Vuli. This is Tony, who's playing in defence. Comes across the ground and found Van Zyl, who's taken the mark. Been a good player for the Corio side during the course of the season. Got good height, so he could be a good defender come time. Bennett, gain, very prominent in the first quarter, comes up and takes a mark. So they've got to kick the ball now. He goes looking towards Durran. Over the top, Jason Yoon read the flight of the ball well. Over the back of the contest he comes. He goes far and wide to looking for his brother. Mark not taken out there at ground level. Ball runs toward the boundary line. And Chris Laurie is just willing to see the ball over the boundary line. Allow the Corio defence to get back and mount up their attack. So it's going to be Purvis doing the ruck work against Baldock. So they've got the ball now on the half-forward line. As I said, Thomson being dangerous. Ball back of the contest. They actually clear the 2 ruckmen. Quadriatis picks the ball up and goes quickly back towards the goal square. McLeod taps the ball out of the hands of Van Zyl, but he's first to the ground to collect it and was taken high. The umpire, he thought he was taken high. Umpire let it go. And this time he's picked up another free kick, and it's Corio's way. And Shane Manning, I think it is back there doing some defensive work. No, it's not. It's Barry O'Toole. And he gets the ball and kicks out towards Purvis. Purvis go over the top. Can't take the mark. Ball goes over the boundary line. And once again, will be thrown back in.
Gee, young Van Zyl made a terrible blue there, I reckon, deep in defence. I know he copped one in the head and he thought he was going to get the free kick and he just stopped and went back to take the free kick. Wasn't paid. You have to play to the whistle.
So the ball's picked up. Centre contest. Kane Thomson trying to work their way forward. The umpire says it's a dropping the ball decision. A strong tackle there. And I think it's Bennett again who's got the resulting free kick. So Bennett has 2 players at the clubroom side of the ground, but he's looking straight down the ground and goes towards the far centre wing. Out there is Durran. Durran taps the ball over the top, heard the call, was well done, and it's picked up there by Martin Yu, who dashes away. He takes 1 bounce, he takes 2 bounces, runs inside second, he runs to 30, puts himself under pressure. He's now going to kick the ball towards goal.
He took one step too far.
So Nick Martin Yu, good pace, good balance, but unfortunately the result is not there. So 1 goal, 3 now to the visiting side, Corio. They trail Thomson on 5 goals, 6. We've gone 4 minutes. Second quarter, Common Fane Hotel scoreboard.
How uplifting would that have been? That was Phil Manasseh-like. Remember Phil Manasseh?
Yes.
Out it comes now. Thomson bring the ball back in. Looking for his teammate. Couldn't find him, but they're all in there. Potriatis is in there. Can't pick it up. Ball comes out now. Comes out to Gundry. I think of the Holzfein it was. And Holzfein finds Gundry. I knew he was in there somewhere, Shawnee Gundry. And obviously, he's going to have a big kick here. They've got to get back into the game. With all these lines across the ground, can you see the 50-metre arc?
I'm just trying to pick. Here's the 50-metre arc back here. So that's if you work that in there every 5 metres, he's at about 30.
Okay, so there's a big chance. He's been a great goal kicker for the whole of his career, Sean Gundry. Got a funny style. The funny styles puts it on his lay. It's up in the goal square. Couldn't quite make the distance. Punched away. Picked up there by Perchek. Perchek couldn't get it away. The defence are onto him. And out they come now, the Thomson defence. Gee, they've been good all day. And it comes out now to Howland, I think it was. Out it comes now onto the wing position. Big Purvis gets into position, but over the top, nearly a big mark, not paid by the umpire, and shouldn't have been either. White goes in, can't pick it up, comes out to McLeod. He's caught with the ball. The umpire said he got a foot to it. Now White goes down. Umpire's going to have to ball it up, and he was very lucky he got the foot to that, Jackson McLeod, or he would have been holding the ball. Up it goes now. Big Purvis in ruck. Gets a big punch out to Holsfield. That's a great tap. Holsfield comes back to O'Toole. Barry puts it out towards the wing position. Picked up beautifully there by Gundry. Gundry, a nice little handball. Goes back to Gerard. There's the bloke we haven't got. That's why I couldn't find him. Harrison picks it up. Picks it back to Gerard. And Gerard finds a teammate. Play on, says the umpire. Snap for goal, and it's missed. Wow. Wouldn't go 15 metres. I wish that bloke had changed his number. But a big flying shot for goal went through for a point. 1 goal, 3 now. The visitors in Corio. They trail Thomson 5-6. It's 1 goal, 4 it should be on the Comnafine scoreboard.
So in defence, it's going to be young Jared Hood that's going to do the kicking in for the Thomson side. From the fullback position, kicked a goal early in the game, kicking out from fullback now, goes straight up the ground. Kick wasn't good. Barry O'Toole taps it back towards Holdsfine, takes his time, steadies, went back into trouble, kicked round the body towards the full forward position. It ends up in the hands of Podriatis. So from defence, Podriatis delivers a ball out wide towards centre wing. Not taken, picked up there by Tony Vuli, goes by hand, outside, nice bit of play, ends up in the hands of BJ O'Toole inside 50.
What about young Smith? That wasn't it? Give it to him. Was that Smith?
Could have been out there. Or Martin, I'm not too sure. They're very similar, actually. They've all got long sleeve jumpers on. They all look very similar in the way they move. So young BJ O'Toole now in front of the scoreboard is going to try and give Corio some little bit of respect on the scoreboard. Looks a nice looking kick, but he's brought it a little bit narrow and through for a minor score. So 2 goals, 5, doing all the attacking. Sorry, 1 goal, 5, doing all the attacking in this second quarter. And they've just narrowed the margin marginally. And again, Hood has a player in the back pocket if he wants to go to him, but decides to hold the ball himself. Goes up the middle of the ground, went looking for Jack at the good spoil from behind. Coming across, ball not picked up there by Kiss, but the handball goes outside. Went towards Hanson. Hanson further afield, and the mark has been taken by Thomson just short of centre wing. They kick towards centre wing now. And it's going to come up. McLeod up. Good strong hands. Doesn't take the mark at ground level. Van Ziel does well. Takes possession of the ball. He left it behind now. And Thomson again with the numbers. Try to run over the ball. Picked up there and a quick kick out of the contest. Ends up in the hands of Podriatis. He goes short. Finds young Gardner. Gardner by hand. Went over the top. Went looking for Yoon. Kick had too much on it.
Great
and
mark.
It's Vuli back there. Takes the mark. This is Dan. So Dan's in defence. Tony in attack. And he's got a big job back there. He's done pretty well so far.
I thought he was playing great. I didn't know there was 2 of them.
Yeah, no, up and down the ground. They're similar. They get votes for 2 of them, wouldn't they?
Yeah, one of them would anyway.
So the mark's been taken outside 50. Handball goes back towards Jacker. Quick kick back to the forward line.
Oh, he read that beautifully.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened there. My flight of the ball come in. Van Ziel in the right position, but over the back, the handball ends up in the hands of Jackson McLeod. There's 2 goal, 1 for the afternoon, and a chance to kick his goal number 3. And from 15 metres out, almost directly in front, should have no trouble from this position. So McLeod comes in. Big job for Van Ziel today. McLeod comes in. Nice looking kick off the boot. He's happy with it. Umpire says it's also okay. And now the 6th goal for the Thomson side. 6-6-42. They lead Corio on 1-5-11. We have gone 9 minutes, second quarter, Commonwealth Hotel, second quarter scoreboard.
You know what? I know it's pretty obvious, but I think he's the difference between the 2 sides, actually, because, and what he's doing too, he's not just standing at full forward. Like at one end, Harrison stays at full forward all day. They can get back and they can double team him. But what Jackson McLeod, we've seen him up on the half forward flank, half back flank, and then he runs back into the forward line, and it's a lot harder to tag a bloke when he's doing that. But up it goes now. Big Purvis in ruck. He'll get the tap out, and he does, but it doesn't go anywhere. And it's coming out there by Yoon. That's Brad. Comes out now to his brother in Jason. Jason looks further afield. He goes around the wing on the outer side. And no one can pick the ball up. It's all Corio here. It's all could be holding the ball if he doesn't get rid of it quickly. And the umpire says, no, throw it in. Gee, he was a bit lucky there. He got slung around, but the boundary line ended up being his mate because the ball's gone out. In it comes now, or soon. Come in, love. Come in. Fair bit of the way. Make a big, strong throw, which it is. A great throw. Purvis is able to get his hands on the footy. Puts it forward towards Thomson. Bloke picks it up, though. And out it comes to Yoon again. Yoon goes back. Goes back to Hanson, I think it was. Hanson comes forward now. Away they go now. Thomson through Yoon. He puts it up towards the centre half forward position to McLeod. This time Van Ziel's able to punch it away. But Jackson McLeod, brilliant football, picks it back up. And Matty King, great interception from Corio. And they clear through Matty King out towards the wing area.
Manning takes the ball, goes back inside, has a play by himself, Van Ziel, put him under pressure, kick went slowly to him in the air. He's able to get it back on the ground, went back towards Manning, picked up, clearance again. Thomson, handball going to the half-forward line, picked up by McLeod, stepped around out of trouble, kicks back into the full forward position, missed Vince, went looking for Jacker, but Vulai comes out again, handball's up. Went straight to the Thomson player and Gardner, who kicks back towards the goal square. Barry O'Toole's back there guarding the square, but it's Vulai who picks the ball up and comes across the face of goal. And it's going to be Bennett who arrives first. Handball goes over the top. Yeltsin Perchik picks the ball up and goes quickly to the half-forward line. And kick didn't have the carry on it. And the mark has been taken by the Thomson defence. Again, a poor kick going the other way. Ends up in the hand of Gerard, who goes back towards the player in Durham. And it's going to be out and the bounce on the full. Not too sure where the boundary umpire is. Oh, here he is, standing right in front of us.
They tried to sturge him, but old Sammy Mirabelli's umpired 7 million games, is not going to be fooled on that one.
So the kick from Jacket comes inside and found Podriatis. So he's now got the ball. He goes back and his mark has been taken. And it's Thomson player on the ground is Simonson. He goes into the half-forward line looking for Jacker. Barry O'Toole read the flight of the ball very nicely there and sneaks in behind and takes the mark. So O'Toole can go short. He goes longer this time. We're looking for Bennett. Yoon over the top. Jason Yoon takes the ball, has good support from his teammates, kicks back towards the half-forward line. Jacker's the target, gets the front position and takes the mark. So Jacker now goes very short. Again, the kick had a little bit of elevation on it, but it's well weighted. And the mark has been taken there by Manning, who has a goal for the afternoon. Goes forward looking for McLeod, comes out in the lead. And he has taken a good mark. Van Ziel needs a bit of help back there, mate. He needs players in front of him just to guard the space. He hasn't had it so far. So Jackson McLeod now with the ball. Inside range. We're right behind the flight of the ball here. So McLeod with 3 has a chance to kick goal number 4 from about 40 metres out. Ball is coming back. It's not going to come back far enough.
Came back and went back again.
Yeah, it did. And pushed through for a minor score. So 3 goals, 2 to McLeod, 6-7 to the Thomson side. They lead Thomson on 1 goal, 5. We've gone 12 and a half minutes. Second quarter, Commonwealth Hotel scoreboard.
Out it comes to Gerard, and Gerard decides he's going to go straight back to where it come from. They clear it now to Thomson boys. A little bit of a push there. Umpire says play on. Out they go at it on the wing position. No one can pick it up. There's 2 Thomson players to 1, and 2 will just about always win out, but he's kicked it to 2. Oh, and Purvis dropped it, but he backed up to Barry O'Toole. Barry O'Toole puts it out wide, and they get out of trouble there, Thomson, as it comes back to big Matty King. Matty King, been a great player for a lot of years, King. He decides to settle it down a little bit and look for an option further upfield. He tries to find one, but there's Thomson players everywhere. No one can take the mark just the same, and the ball comes out the back of the pack. They jump on it. They're in there. Young BJ O'Toole's in there. Umpire's going to have to ball it up. No, he's not. The ball's in midair. It's been tapped out now. Out it comes. It's picked up there by... I think it was Gundry, was it? He couldn't quite get it. That's Gundry there. He almost flicks it out. It could have been a throw. Umpire says no, it wasn't. It's going to be a holding the man decision, and it's going to go to Corio.
Shane Manning.
And I think it's Shane Manning out the other side there. Shane Manning on the wing, true wing position, puts it back in towards Purvis in the centre of the ground almost. Purvis decides to act like a rover and runs around his opponent, left foots it into the forward line where a great mark has been taken, unfortunately for the Corio side, by... Who's that, Smithy?
Robertson.
Robertson. It was Robertson as he puts it back out towards the wing area. Up goes King. Breaks the pack. Tackles the Thomson player. Comes a little kick. Comes out towards Holzfeen. The ball comes out now. Holzfeen's running past. He needs the handball. He's got it now, but it wasn't a good one. He goes back, in and out, dodges, gets onto the right boot. It's smothered. It comes back out there to Brad Hume. Brad Hume puts it back into the defence. It could be trouble there, but it's a free kick to the Thomson player. And it'll be taken down there Oh, I thought it was him. It's not. It's going to be Yoon, Smitty.
It's Gardner got the ball now. Yep. Re-kick. I don't even think it's Gardner now. It wasn't. It was actually Adam. So Adam kicks the ball out to the half-back line. Purvis doesn't take the mark. Picked up there by Hood. Tackled. Ball comes down. Vulai takes the ball. Steadies himself. Runs towards goal. Nice
That's
finish.
better.
And I think that's Tony Vulai. He's kicked his first goal of the afternoon. And the second for Corio. They're 2 goals, 5. They're 17, 6, 7:43 to the Thomson side. We have ticked towards 15 minutes. Second quarter, Commonwealth Hotel, second quarter scoreboard.
Well, I made a few blues down there, Thomson, that time, and the ball came out. It was a great goal by Vuli, who's playing a great game. But I just see Barry O'Toole coming off the ground. He's not right, Barry. There's no way known in the world that he's right to play football here today. But obviously, being coach, he wants to try and get him over the line. I saw young White have a bit of a go at him. I tell you what. Beware the wounded lion, mate. I wouldn't be going too close to him. Don't you dare worry about that.
So just waiting now for the umpires to get the ball back to the middle of the ground. They've done a fair bit of attacking this quarter, the Corio side. Had plenty of opportunities. But both Vulai boys now are in the back line, mate. It's going to even make it harder to call them now.
Just call Vulai.
Yep, he'll get plenty today. And the 3 votes. So we're back in the middle of the ground. And Scotty Purvis again doing the ruck work.
He ran around like a spring chicken there before in the middle.
He did. So the ball thrown up by the umpire. Purvis with body size taps the ball down to Perchik. Perchik forces his way through the middle, goes short, looking for his teammate up forward. Yoon goes back with courage, knocks the ball out of Harrison's hands. He can't pick the ball up, but he's run it back towards the goal square. Picks it up now and goes towards the back pocket. Kick is wide, too wide. And the ball is over the boundary line and will be a free kick to the to Corio. And it's going to be, I think...
have a shot.
Yeah, Martin, you out there, I think it is. Kicks back towards the goal square. It's going to be a nice looking kick.
I reckon he's got it.
It is. Nick Martin, who's had a couple of goes at it in the quarter, but now he has his first, and it's now 3 goals, 5 to Corio. They trail Thomson on 6 goals, 7. It's nearly 17 minutes gone. Second quarter, Commonwealth Hotel scoreboard.
Well, they're playing a little bit better, the Corio boys, but that all come from Scotty Purvis. A huge tap in the middle, and this time it went to a teammate. There's been a lot of tap outs just dropping at the feet of all these blokes, but that was a great tap out, and it opened it right up for the Corio side, and they're back in the hunt. Was it Martin you that kicked that?
Yep. And that was Nick Martin you that got that one. So back with the umpire, middle of the ground. Purvis doing the ruck work, taps it down towards Holzfeen. Brad Yoon's in there with size and strength, works his way out of the contest, goes backwards, and Hanson from the half-back line goes forward and finds Kuhn, who's taken the mark just short of the half-forward line. Up quickly, looking for a target, goes towards the McLeod. He's out in front and takes the mark.
He's the target. He's got a great big bullseye on his chest, doesn't he?
You'd think they'd get some support back there. Matty King's usually the bloke that does that sort of stuff, but the ball goes quickly to the forward line. Jacker, ball over the top, coming up, picking up the ball. Thompson, handball goes back, pins up the hands of Jacker, who goes quickly towards goal.
Oh, I reckon he's
and
nearly
I think
got
Sam
that.
Jacker has got the goal. Umpire says it's okay, but Sam Jacker has his first goal of the afternoon, and the 7th for the Thomson side. So they're 7-7. They lead Corio on 3 goals, 5-23. And we have gone 18 minutes. Second quarter. Commonwealth Hotel, second quarter scoreboard.
Yeah, just to compare the two sides. A couple of minutes ago, we saw a beautiful pass head down towards Harrison, and Yoon, with his experience, was able to chop it off and get a hand in there. At the other end, when you've got Jackson McLeod leading out, Corio didn't have anybody chopping it off, and we hit him straight on the chest. So they've got to probably take a lesson out of that book.
Jacker might have done a finger here, put a finger out of place, I think. We just got the ball back in the middle of the ground now. Purvis taps the ball down. It's Thomson through Gardner, who takes the ball under his wing and goes forward once again into the forward line. Vuli does well. Should have been paid a mark there. I reckon he had it and then let it go. Goes towards BJ O'Toole. He's taken high, and he will get the resulting free kick. And BJ O'Toole has the ball at the centre half back position. He's just looking for some options further afield. Well-placed kick comes out wide, but again, Perchik doesn't make the contest. Marcus taken there by Brown, who goes quickly back to the forward line. 4-on-1, the down Greville. There's got to be numbers there. Picked up there. Again, kicked around his body by Adam to the centre-half forward position. It was a good look, and the mark has been taken 25 metres out from goal, I would say. And it's going to be young Elijah Seymour who's taken the mark. So good position there. Nice kick from Adam. And Seymour with a chance now to kick goal number 8 for the Thomson side. From 30 metres out, almost directly in front, goes towards goal. Has got the distance and also the accuracy and has his first goal of the afternoon. And will make that now Thomson at 8 goals, 7. Corio on 3 goals, 5. 20 minutes gone, second quarter. Commonwealth Hotel, second quarter scoreboard.
Good, that gives me a chance. Anarchy 3-3-21. Trail East Geelong 4-2-26. Winchelsea 2-3-15. They trailed Bellpost Hill 7-3-45. They've banged on 7 goals to none.
Must be a big wind out there.
Unbelievable. North Geelong 4-5-29. Werribee Central's 3-5-23. Bannockburn 7-8-50 to Belmont 4-2-26. And Inverleigh 6-9-45. The Blue West 1-2-8. As up they go now. Big Purvis. He's done a power work, Purvis, and he gets another tap out. Someone's going to get a free kick in here for a high tackle. It's going to go to the Thomson Footy Club. No, it's going to Corio, and it'll be little Holsfiend. Holsfiend, he's done pretty well as well as he gets the ball out. Puts it onto the wing position. Comes out to Manning. Manning goes further towards the ground. It could be Martineau again, is it? He puts it all up in the forward line. Up they go. And again, what we're talking about, Yoon chips in front of Harrison and takes a great mark. Puts the ball back out to the half-forward flank, half-back flank. Over it comes now. Oh, they're playing well, the Thomson defence, as they get it up towards the centre of the ground. In they go now. I've lost me page, Smitty.
Adam picked the ball up.
Yep. James Adam or Adam James, I don't know, but Ward gets in the way, gets one high. Umpire says he ducked his head, so he might play holding the ball here, Brendan Beveridge, but he's not. He's going to ball it up, and young Ward probably got one eye. But the umpire said, no, it wasn't. It wasn't Brendan Beveridge, it was Dave Dorling. And in he comes now. He's going to throw it up just out of the mud pile out here. Wrestling in the ruck, so no one gets it. He's going to pay a free kick, and it's going to go against Scotty Purvis. And I honestly don't know how the hell that happens, but is Baldock in there going to take the kick? It is. He puts it out towards Yoon again. Geez, these Yoon boys are playing well. That's Brad this time. He puts it up towards the centre or half-forward flank position, but it's a punch away there by the young boy in Martineau, who punches it over the boundary line for a throw-in, just round from the commentary position in front of the John Mitchell club rooms here at John Mitchell Park. And John Mitchell's standing here, and it's all John Mitchell Park today, isn't it?
Goalpost named after him as well, I think.
Oh, yeah, it is too. As out it comes now. Potriatis can't get a kick out of the pack. Out Purvis tries to get in there. It comes out again. No one can pick it up. It's Martineau again. As it puts it over towards Hood. Hood now gets it up towards the forehand. He's looking for Big Bennett. Well, no, Bennett plays for Corio, isn't it? It was Jacker. He couldn't take the mark. It's a big pack forms, and the umpire's going to come in and say, give it to me, boys, and I'll bounce it.
Just call them all trades. Jacker all trades. So in the half-forward line, Tom pressed pretty hard in this.
Go, and I think it was Baldock, because it looks like he's gone back into the ruck, Dale.
Yep. So a good finish there. There was players up. Jackson McLeod attracting a lot of attention down there with 3 or 4 blokes flying, but it's leaving a number of Thomson boys on the ground by themselves. So the ball back in the middle of the ground. Purvis again takes front position. Jacker reads it well. Handball comes out the back from the player who kicked the last goal there. And ball doctor ends up with Hune, who's been excellent back in the centre half back position. Again, the pressure's being applied by the Corio boys in that position now. They've worked it a little to their side, their forward 50. Gundry might have been taken high. BJ O'Toole tries to tap the ball in front of himself. Can't get clean possession. Players just trying to keep the ball moving, which is good. But the umpire finally comes in and takes possession at the true centre half forward position at Corio's attacking into the ground. So Purvis again doing the ruck work. Ball tapped out the back. Went towards Martin Yu. Kicked off the ground. That was Nick to the full forward position. Coming out, taking the ball is Smith. Kicked around the body towards the true centre forward ball. Sorry, full forward position. But
too big, too strong.
Jason Yoon
How good's he been?
Standing in front. He didn't play last time. He had to crook back or did something to himself. The handball goes quickly towards White. White comes out wide. Had 2 or 3 options. Missed all of them. Player in Howland runs the ball. Sorry, Hanson runs the ball over the boundary line and will be thrown in on the half forward line for Corio. So they've done pretty well, the Thomson defence this afternoon. Umpire throws the ball back in. Front position. Out in front there of Adam. He let his player under the ball and double back and collected it. Kicked over the top. This time we're looking for McLeod, but this time Van Zyl does well and reads the flight of the ball. Transfers play across the ground and towards Matty King. King now going further afield, outside, looking for a player leading up towards him. In Ward. Ward handballs back to Voulay. He steps around the first player coming at him. Handball goes back. And a kick from Van Zyl goes back towards centre wing. Going back with the flight of the ball. Not taken there by Baldock. Ends up in the hands of BJ O'Toole. Taken by the ankle. It's allowed to go on by the umpire. Hood lets it go and shepherds for White. White slips outside the contest and the kick's back into the middle of the ground. And the mark has been taken in the middle by Thomson. And it's Manning. So Manning now has a running player from behind. Goes out in that direction. Kiss into the half forward line. Mark taken out there by Howland, who now looks for a player further afield. Goes towards Jackson McLeod. Target 1 on 3. He's up in front, stretches.
He's got it.
Paid it.
He's got it.
He's got a good vertical jump, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah, there was 3 around him, and he just jumped too high from. There's nothing they could have done.
He doesn't waste any time. He plays on and goes towards goal. Kicks long, but not accurately enough, has he? Or yes, he has.
I reckon he's going to get the goal.
Funny angle here, but Jackson McLeod's got his 4th goal of the afternoon, and now Thomson have their 10th. 10-7-67. Corio on 3-5-23. 28 minutes gone. Second quarter. Commonwealth Hotel, second quarter scoreboard.
He's watching the flight of that ball. I was just about to say, gee, Jackson McLeod should have went back and took his time then, but I'm wrong. He's right because the umpire says it was a goal, and that's what we've got to go by. How many's he got now, Jackson McLeod?
4.
He's got 4. They've got 10, and I tell you what, it's going to be hard work for the Corio Devils from here. Back in the centre. Purvis again. Looks like Baldock, I think, is in there with him. Just throw it up, Davey boy. And he does now. Up it goes. Purvis again. Tries the big tap out, but it goes to Jacker. He sharks it beautifully and gets a kick. But the siren ends the second quarter here at Godfrey St Oval or Mitchell Park with Thomson. 10 goals, 7-67. To the visitors in Corio, 3-5-23. Smitty, a good quarter, good half of football by the Thomson side,